All right, we just rolled up to Anthony's mentor's house. He's the guy that brought Anthony into the industry in 1999. Welcome to our first episode of Storm CRIBS.
Storm CRIBS.
Let's go check it out.
Where's Anthony? See that sprinter?
I don't know, let's go find him.
There he is. Working, always working.
Always working.
Let's see what he's up to. We've arrived.
How's it going? We ready?
We're ready.
We are ready for ya.
We're out here in Dallas. We're on the road to win the Storm Tour. We got the Top Golf event tomorrow. I'd like to pay homage for homage is due. This guy here in 1999 came from Dallas as a storm chaser. His name is Michael Jackson. And he's the first company I went to work for as a sales guy, knocking doors back in 99, Minnesota, and then on to Chicago. And, you know, eventually you guys know the rest of the story. But he's got a really cool custom built crib here. So I thought, why not shoot a little fun video? Let's meet the mentor.
Woo!
We all got mentors. You got to pay homage where it's due. The industry changed my life, as we spoke at Curlington's event today.
Yep.
And this is the guy I first worked for. See how he's doing.
I'm excited.
Hope he doesn't mind we're on video.
I know. Surprise.
Michael Jackson.
It's a little late for trick or treating, isn't it?
Trick or treat.
Hey, what's up, man? How you doing?
I told you we'd stop by. I thought I want to check out your new crib. I know I came by when you were being built.
Welcome to my pile of bricks.
See how the guys in the storm restoration industry do. Beautiful home.
Come on in. Hello, guys.
Now, how long ago I was here last time? You guys are still digging or tearing into the ground?
No, I think the last time you were here, we were probably about 3 months away, 4 months away from completion.
Yeah, there's a lot of dirt. There's still a lot of dirt here.
Yeah, well, this has been about a year and 9 month project, so it.
I was just telling everybody, you're the guy that actually brought me into the industry.
Yeah.
1999, Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Yeah.
May 15th, 1998 hailstorm, and you came all the way from Dallas. You were a storm chaser.
I remember you used to outsell all the other guys that were Brian Southern, Tom Romero, and these guys are actually really good. And you came in only working part time.
Still a full-time job at Eagle Lab.
Yes, you did.
You're like, what am I quit my job?
You would outsell these guys. I think you did it for several months in a row, and they got all pissed off. We had that crazy contest for the Charlie's Angels deal and all that, and everybody went crazy. And
We'll tell the whole story upstairs. Let's take a look at your crib here.
Yeah, sure.
So what you got? You got custom everything?
Yeah, I'm kind of like a designer.
He's a little bougie.
We need you to say, welcome to my crib.
Welcome to my crib.
There you go. Now
Welcome to my pile of bricks.
Now that chair looks
You
familiar.
know, it's made out of stucco.
Is that the Versace chair from 1999 you got back?
That's the Versace chair from 1999.
I remember that chair. I'm like,
It's
I
had
can't
a good
believe these
long
guys
life.
spent that much on a chair. You still got it.
They're double the price now. But yeah, that was, so it's 21 years old. Yeah. Almost as old as me.
Is that Caesar? You got some Caesar right there?
Yeah, we got some Caesar right there. We got the Mark
Danny
Anthony.
Vici?
Huh?
Danny Vici?
Sure.
I saw it on
Oh, yeah? So,
Now remember, this is an open window. Now you put a
yeah,
custom window in
this
the
is a
garage.
glass garage. And we got some LED neon lights. So my inspiration for the house was the movie Tron Legacy. So we have supposedly 13 football fields along of LED in this house. LED is cheap, but I don't know anybody that's got 13 football fields along of that stuff in their house. It's kind of weird. That's what my builder told me, at least, my partner on the build. So, yeah, fireplace. We got suspended. This is called book match, where you get slabs together and kind of make them look like bookends. Bookends, book match is what they call it. So this thing lights up. It puts some heat off. It's good. It's not cold enough in here now.
For those of you guys watching, you can make money sometimes in the storm restoration industry.
You have to be a good salesman,
It's all about sales.
right?
Well, like this.
Yeah.
You
We
look at
did,
TV?
yeah, we did diamond panels, kind of on a CNC machine, and matte blacked them, and so it came out real good.
What do you got
I
going
wanted
on?
to go for the minimalistic, sleek, kind of love futuristic, so So the house definitely sticks out in the neighborhood.
Not bad. Yeah, because you bought an existing old house or a lot?
I bought an existing house. We did a tear down. This whole area is being gentrified. So we took a little, I don't know, 1,500 square foot house or something like that.
Tore it all down?
Mowed it down, and put up a post tension slab, and it's a 2-story. So it's
What do we got going on here?
yeah, we got a cool entertaining area over here. These actually slide all the way open. The reason I chose these West End doors, they go all the way to the
Got a little Versace Miami look out here.
yeah. So we got a fire pit out here.
Mario.
It's nice in the summertime. We didn't want to do a pool because all the pool parties we go to, nobody goes in the pool.
Right.
So
Maintenance.
we thought, how about a fire pit? What's funny is I'm gonna make a bunch of pillows going all the way around of all my best friends and have their face in them, like do reflective pillows, so the fabric actually glows.
Oh, nice.
And I'm gonna have all my friends' faces on each one of their pillows. I'm gonna ship them to them, each to their house, and I'm gonna make them bring them over here for a party. I thought it'd be pretty funny. They'd like that. They're gonna get a kick out of that. Yeah, we got a big 4-foot gold Buddha that's gonna go there. I just ordered it last night online. And looking for one for a while. So, yeah, it's gonna be kind of an Alice in Wonderland kind of theme out here. We got a bar and a barbecue pit going on over there.
I'm so excited to see it.
It's pretty cool.
How about let's look at the Ferrari garage?
Oh shit. I can't see shit.
Okay, what's next? We got the Ferrari garage. We should get Ferrari office.
Yeah, this is where all the action happens.
Now you were
Making the calls,
you're
checking
still working
emails.
Florida, aren't you? Irma? You still working out in Naples or?
We're still working Irma. We have probably another 2 years of work lined up, maybe longer than that.
And now you used to run your own company for several years. Now you did some kind of joint venture with CMR,
yeah,
Steve
that's
Soule.
right. Yeah, actually, I got out of the business for a while after the hurricanes in 2004 and 5, and started doing some real estate developing in the Caribbean, big resorts and stuff like that. But then that financial collapse hit
Yeah.
in 2008, lost everything, so had to get back into the industry again. Somehow they pulled me back in.
It's hard to know.
And I thought instead of starting my own thing all over again, go talk to Brian and Steve. They've been friends of mine for a long time. I got Brian into the business a long time.
You got like a team of salespeople under you, don't you?
Oh yeah.
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 You got a
So,
sprinter, you have a sprinter you're driving up there and sell, or is
yeah,
it?
we sure do. And all the team gets to use that. Yeah. So.
So you don't always have to be poppy chulo guys. Sometimes you can put a business under a business in this industry and do pretty well, as you can see here.
Yeah. Originally I was became a franchise partner and opened up a bunch of offices through the Midwest and the Northeast and all that.
I remember that.
And it really wasn't working out. The numbers just weren't working, so we restructured my role with the company, and they made me a great deal and did, stick around. And so yeah, a team of guys that we can go work out of whatever office we want to, and all my guys are real good. They're self-reliant. It's not like training a bunch of new guys or anything like that. I mean,
Green beans?
yeah, no green beans, no drama.
So I like green beans. You can mold them.
Yeah, that takes a lot of time.
Yeah.
Some of the guys that I have, I molded them like Maggie and Brett Durham, who's probably sold 30 million, in the Irma storm, which is unheard of. And that's all residential.
One of your talents has always been finding talent. You found me.
Yeah.
You found me back in the day. Me, Tom, Merrill.
That's right.
Southern.
You guys were the dream team.
We had a
You guys were like the
dream team.
Cowboys, man, back in the early '90s, man.
Breaking records.
Yeah, you were.
So what's this out here, Mike? Now, is this open up?
Yeah, it opens up. My father calls this thing the Bat Cave. Yeah,
You designed all this yourself? Huh?
Yeah, I designed every inch of the house. So we decided to put these crazy light rings in, and I curved the ceiling. I don't know anybody who's been this wild to do anything like this in their house. But,
I like the chandelier.
yeah, it's pretty cool. I wanted to make this.
Some may call it bougie, especially some of you guys watching this.
Who has a chandelier over the top of their car in their house? You know, nobody. I'm the only wacky guy enough to actually try it. You know, so yeah, but yeah, this is where we kind of display the nice car we have for the time being. And there's the wife's car. She's got the nice SUV.
That range over there.
Yeah.
Nice.
So this is actually a 1950s Monaco Grand Prix race. I found the image of, and I had the guys that do the wraps on my cars blow it up and make it into wallpaper. So we did a mural there, and then one in the office over there of a F1, car crash. It's actually
that's beautiful.
Car crash right there.
You know who you'd really get along with? I don't know if you've met him. Is John Hoteley, the attorney out of New Orleans.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's got a Ferrari garage. In fact, I'm sure you're coming to the Winter Storm Conference. But the first night, Tuesday, February 3rd, we're doing a VIP party in his Ferrari garage. He's got he races in Italy and all kinds of stuff. He leads
Oh yeah? Yeah, I've gone to Ferrari racing school. I still got 3 more courses to go before I can get a license.
Really?
But yeah, it's fun.
This is not Muhammad, is it?
No, that's actually Mike Tyson. Actually,
Mike Tyson. Okay, that's.
was it a?
Is this the new Mike Jackson I don't know about?
Yeah. I meditate every day.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I meditate every day, and believe it or not, it actually helps me. You have no idea how much you can get out of just doing that, even 20 minutes a day.
Yeah.
It is unbelievable. I would have never believed it until I actually, started doing it and actually got better at it. But
it's hard to learn how to meditate.
it's not easy. It's not easy to do. But there's really no right or wrong. All you have to do is just, when you find yourself, getting off track or thoughts going in your mind, what you need to do is just realize that's shake yourself out of it. That's where you focus back again. Just keep refocusing over and over again. And believe it or not, this simple thing actually ends up giving you a lot of benefit.
Yeah.
Health wise and mentally wise. I would have never thought.
That's what happened when I did yoga. It was peaceful
shut
like that.
your brain down.
Yeah.
We're like, let's talk about meditation.
Let's check out the upstairs.
Okay.
Only reason being, we got a dinner with Steve Badger at 7:30.
This is my Star Wars wall right here.
Oh, okay.
Like from a spaceship. So we're gonna put a bunch of moss in here, like green moss, live moss. We need to get to that.
Get those.
I can show you the master.
Yes.
So you can see all the stuff we can see.
That's the master where the light is working. Yep.
Got the old live baseball for the 30s playing in here. Kind of old school.
Yeah, I did black and white photos in there. I thought it'd be pretty cool. And here's the fun room.
Sounds in there?
The real baseball game sounds.
Wow.
Red toilet paper.
It's red.
Red toilet paper.
That's insane.
Well, would you look at this?
So my
Woo!
wife got me this
Wow.
last year for my birthday. Okay, this is Baby Jig. Jig is my nickname, actually.
Jiggy Jig, they used to call him.
Hey,
Jiggy
man.
Jig.
And so she had this guy made. It's got, it's pretty funny. I mean, just like the crank yankers, I guess. You do that.
Can you stick your hand in the back of it?
It's gonna take a minute.
Oh, shoot.
Guy here. We're having an 80s party in 2 weeks, and we're gonna hang in from the chandeliers, which we thought would be funny.
Oh no, are you ready?
Iron Maiden, baby.
He's young, he knows that better.
Say 3.
these pinball machines are a lot of fun. I found that you can customize them. So I went bananas when I found that out.
Yeah, what'd you find those old pinball machines?
Oh, they're not old. These are all new. Yeah, these are like 2 years old, 3 years old. Yeah, you can actually modify them, believe it or not. I had no idea. You know, put all kinds of light systems in there and all kinds of action figures, and speedballs, and light systems. And I mean, these don't look nothing like when they come out of the box. I had to.
So guys, this is Storm Cribs, and we're with Michael Jackson, my old mentor, 1999. Just want to introduce you guys. I came by, Mike. Thanks for letting us come by. But
Yeah, for sure.
Two things. I mean, I knew you were building your custom house. I came by here 3 months ago, so I wanted to show it. And it's motivation for some of the guys in the industry. There's a lot of salespeople watching this right now. Probably some entrepreneurs going. You know, some of them are struggling. Not everybody does well.
Right.
Some years we got good. Some years we got bad.
I got a story about my struggle time. Well, I mean, I actually, when I first started in the business, I worked at a car wash before this, and was a sales manager over there. I did really well. I was 19 years old, making like $1,200 a week. This is back in like 93, 92, something like that. And these guys were coming to the car wash all the time with these fancy, new Corvettes and $40,000 trucks with TVs in them and drop down and gold Rolex watches and
Probably storm
they had
chasers.
had these big old Motorola brick phones.
Oh, back when big phones came out?
Yeah. And they were always trying to recruit me to come sell roofing. I'm like, what? I didn't get it. And, eventually the car wash that I was working at, they tried to revise my commission structure so many times because I kept on breaking all these records. Whatever they try to chop me down, I would find a way to make the same amount of money.
Right.
I'd sell more. And that just kind of infuriated him, at least the district manager, even more. And, eventually, I told him just to screw off. And I had a friend of mine, Jeff Peters, that was coming to the car wash, and he recruited me into the business. And, I was into it for about 6 weeks. I had, no parents I could go to for any money, if I didn't make it.
You must be pretty young, man.
Yeah, I was like,
dude, you haven't aged in 20 years. I mean, you guys probably look at me going, hey, how could that be Anthony's mentor from 20 years ago? He looks the same. It's 1999. You gotta be what, 65 now?
I'm actually 204. I'm 204.
Wow.
I'm actually a vampire.
Yoga.
I drink vampire blood.
It's on meditation.
No, but I'll never forget it. This actually is the thing that changed my direction in my life. I was in Jeff's office, and I was really frustrated. I was in there for about 6 weeks, and in this industry. And
First guy you worked for?
Yep. And all the deals that I had signed up, none of them were getting approved. Kind of like Florida. But this was here in Texas.
Right.
And, I was just about to throw in the towel. I was just about out of money. And one of Jeff's friends came in that was a competitor. And he owned Golden Eagle Roofing at the time. And
This back in what, 95?
This is in 93. 93. Yep, 93.
How old were you then?
I don't know.
180?
Oh my God.
Exactly. So anyway, he could tell I was really frustrated, and I told I was kind of venting and told him I thought I was about to throw in the towel, and he said, look, he gave me a pep talk, and he said, if you can just make it through this, something's going to happen, something's going to pop, any day, and it'll be the best decision you've ever made in your life. That's what he said. But at this point, I didn't know anything about storm chasing.
Right.
As far as I knew, I was just a local roofer here in Dallas, Texas, working off of a 5-year-old or 3-year-old hailstorm that hit 40 miles away from where we were trying to work.
Kind of when I started with you in 1999. It was 1 year after the
There was no hail there. Anyway, so I was frustrated, and he said, stick with it. It'll be the best decision you ever made. And it was because he came in there and he said that to me that day that I decided to stick it out. And I shit you not, like 2 or 3 days later, first deal popped. Got my first approval from Allstate Insurance. Thank you, Allstate.
Allstate saved the day.
Yeah.
That's back when they used to pay, by the way. They used to pay back then.
So that was the thing, the one thing that kept me in there. And then shortly after that, I had another one approved, and then I was pretty much off to the races.
Well, they had a huge storm. Was it 95? The big old.
It was actually June of 1992. They call it the Mayfest storm, where my father actually said if you went out there to Mayfest, you could see in the parking lot when you were going out there to the cars, there were holes like this in the windshields and the back windows of every car of salt balls. It looked like a cookie cutter just went through and bam, sliced through every one of these, and it just beat the hell out of everything. But it was a really big storm. But when I got hired, I didn't really know anything about hailstorms. I didn't really know that. I wasn't putting it all together.
There wasn't a lot of training back then.
No.
Hey, come work for me, Mike. There's a lot of money in this
He never
business.
taught me how to knock doors or anything like that. We were running an occasional telemarketing appointment.
Right.
And what happened one day is I was leaving an appointment. I thought to myself, I saw the whole street, and I'm thinking, wait a second here. All of these people have these old cedar shake roofs or cedar shingle roofs, and they all need to be replaced. What if I just go out and start knocking on their door and start talking to them and telling them maybe I could get them a whole new roof? You know,
Mrs. Smith has damage, Mr. Anderson has damage, and so on and so on.
Yeah, so I mean, the whole concept of knocking doors, nobody ever told me about it. It was a foreign concept. I thought I invented the shit, to be honest with you. And so I just started banging on doors and, and figuring it out. And
Like the car wash.
Well, yeah. I mean,
banging on those windshields. Hey,
So-
you need your oil changed?
it was really
How about
awkward.
upgrade to the rim wax?
It was awkward for me in the beginning because I really didn't know what to say, but I started putting some thought into it, thinking, what can you say to these people to get their interest? When they tell you this, every time I walk away from a door, and they would, I'd get a no, I would recall the conversation and think to myself, what could I have done different to pique their interest, or to have gotten them to give me the opportunity to do a free inspection for them. So I just went through all this stuff in my head, and just over the series of a few weeks, I just started kind of figuring it out, and I got better. And
Now,
better.
did you have a lot of other salespeople back then, or was it?
This is just me when I was working for Jeff Peters as a sales rep, and then I started doing really well after a few months.
Is he still in the industry?
He's still in the industry.
He might be watching this right now. SVG
He's got a local roofing company here in Dallas called Suburban Roofing. He actually does some work in Iowa as well. So
You're still friends?
yeah, we're still friends. Actually, I was his best man at his wedding. We hadn't talked in a long time. And he calls me up out of the blue and says, "Hey, we should get together for lunch one day." I'm like, "Yeah, let's do it here in the next couple weeks." Well, a few days later, I went to Vegas with my wife, and I put some Facebook message out there, and he actually texted me. He goes, "Are you in Vegas right now?" I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, "We want to have lunch because I am too." I'm like, "All right, cool." So we went to lunch literally 2 days later, and then he tells me when his girlfriend went to the restroom, "Hey, I think I'm going to ask this girl to marry me. I got the ring and everything. You want to be my best man?" I'm like,
Whoa!
"Sure." I thought it was just lunch though.
So let's
So
fast
we
forward
did
to 1999.
Yeah.
I'll tell you real quick. I met a guy in a bar named Tom Romero, who's the guy you hired from Denver to go work the Minneapolis storm. Except fast forward is 1 year after May 15th, 1998. This is now May 1999. So this is where most guys say, the storm's over, it's saturated, a lot of the big players leave.
A lot of guys did leave.
And enter me. I met Tom. I met you at Lake Minnetonka. We were up by the boats. You looked at me. You went, "Anthony, there's a lot of money in this business. Come work for me." I'm like, I talked to Tom. I said, "I'm going to check it out. I'm going to quit my job." Went and checked it out. Did
I
some
couldn't
people-
get you to quit your job.
Couldn't get me for 6 months.
I could not get you to
Because
quit
they do
your
quit
job.
your job.
Even like 8 months.
You gotta remember, I went through all that school. I got the MBA.
It was
I
your
got-
mind. You
I
couldn't
know.
get over it.
The W-2, that easy paycheck. And I went and did 6 months with Mike, evenings and Saturdays. And I hustled.
Yeah, you did.
Because I had to get out of debt, and I wanted to prove something. And it was a great learning experience. Heck, I signed. I think I did 6 months in Minnesota. I did not a lot today, but for part time, working a couple evenings and Saturdays, I did 70 grand, maybe 80 grand.
Yeah.
Before I quit my job, and then I killed it at 3.2 million after I quit my job. But
Yeah.
I owe that to you, the first experience. I know you wanted to fire me about 800 times.
Oh my
hated me.
god.
Wow, this
Well,
is talk
hated
about
me.
this
The thing
more.
about Anthony, he likes to come in and tell everybody how to run their companies.
Oh, okay.
Even back
I
then.
wonder, I was like, wonder what
He was young and spunky, and
Wow.
he did.
sounds
Home
like
free
You
to
come
dance.
in, I'd be like,
that's too
if you weren't selling so much, but you did really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you really impressed me. You know, I would get really frustrated with Brian and Tom because they kind of got on autopilot after
They're
a while.
they're a little lazy.
Well, that's what happens a lot of times in this industry. You know, guys, they have a lot of deals coming in. They kind of get lazy, kind of fat and happy, and you know, they don't know that they have a window of opportunity.
Especially in Minnesota. It ends about November, about Thanksgiving.
You know,
You either got a pipeline or you don't.
well, not only that, but I mean, you have you know, Minneapolis, Dallas, Fort Worth, and Denver, Colorado are the most competitive markets in the United States.
Yeah.
There's no question
Especially
about
now.
it.
I think Minneapolis was a little less back then, but now it is.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
because all
Because
these
of you.
Texas guys,
Because of
we
you.
went up there and showed these guys how to do it. They had never been hit with a major storm like that before, and their eyes they were wide open, and they realized, you know, what kind of numbers you can do. So yeah, it changed the whole game up there. It's a whole different ballgame.
Now, Mike was known back, we're really motivated. Mike did these crazy sales contests. I'll tell you, never underestimate the power of the male ego. Could be female ego. Back then it was a bunch of guys. He put a Charlie's Angels t-shirt up on a wall. Whoever signed the most deals would get it. And I won that t-shirt.
Oh my
I mean, just the
gosh.
dumbest, like an old vintage Charlie's Angels shit. Or it was a trip to Vegas. And he formed teams. And the losing team had to contribute to the cost of the winning team. So it wasn't just about what you won. He'd create these cool sales contests where if you're on a team that lost, you knew you're getting like, I think it was $300, $400, $500 out of your commission checks. To
Yeah.
the winning team's like gambling money and fun money. It's
Damn,
like, it's
wow.
one thing to
Yeah, it's
win
pretty
something, it's
hardcore.
another to
To
lose
lose,
something.
yeah.
While the other team's
Yeah.
winning, you watch them all in pictures in Vegas, and
So I
you get
pay-
the limo to the Austin Powers movie, you know, all the kind of goofy
yeah,
stuff. That really
I was
builds
always entertaining you guys and having
Camaraderie.
fun. Yeah,
the socialness, the camaraderie. I mean, that was, you know, he was good at that, bringing it in. He
it was
was.
good. It was fun. It was a
We
good
got a
time.
magical group of guys together.
We did.
All green beans, and magic happened, man. We all became million-dollar producers, skyrocketed, and you know, sometimes you just get that magical team together. That's what
Yeah,
happened back then.
exactly.
Now these guys are all running around multi-million-dollar companies.
Yeah, that's, you know, most
Here
of
I'm sitting on WTS and SVG.
Yeah,
So you guys come to
That's
Win
great.
Storm Conference or use SVG University. You got to give him a little bit of credit because he got me out of corporate America. When are you gonna quit your job? And I'm like, dude, I don't want to quit. That's my cushion. Let me just check this out. Finally, that winter, I'm like, time to go.
yeah. Well, I'm
See-
glad that you did. I have to tell you that I am totally impressed with what you've been able to do with SVG and the level you've been able to bring it. You know, seeing it from its infancy from years ago to what it is now, it's really mind blowing.
Yeah.
You know, kind of like what's happened with CMR over the last, you know, few years. It's just
We came
it's
to
really
the
cool to see.
Win a Storm Conference your first time last year, wasn't it? Your first conference?
Yeah, well, I know I did come after we got back from Australia. We
Yeah.
went to Australia.
That was a real
we
small
tried
one.
that deal
That was
out.
a real small conference.
It was,
Back then.
but that was my first taste of it.
Yeah.
Even though I think you'd already done it a couple years before that.
Yeah.
That was my first time to experience it, and it's radically different now.
Yeah. We got the full
And,
trade show floor now, and
Yeah.
yeah, we got an attorney. In fact, we're having dinner with Steve Badger tonight. He works for Allstate State Farms. He's the attorney. We're meeting him for dinner tonight, Nick and Sam's, to discuss his live debate, the protocol and rules with John Hutailing, which is on main stage again this year. So they really battle out the philosophy
That's
of
great.
UPA, you know, UPA or STUPA, whatever you want to call it. You know, all the new the rules and the regulations that are really trying to restrict the contractors from talking. Violation of constitutional rights, actually.
Yeah.
But it gets very philosophical on main stage, and so it's really morphed into. We got politicians coming this year, Attorney General, Lieutenant Governor.
You've got great
Insurance Commissioner,
speakers.
great
I've been impressed with the
speakers,
speakers that you have there. Yeah, it's really morphed into the.
yeah. I think you should probably introduce me on stage this year. Not everybody knows who you are.
That'd be great.
Put your little Austin Powers out there. Mike used to do these crazy costumes. You know, the Austin Powers costumes, just goofy stuff.
Yeah, I'm a playful kind of guy. I like to have fun with stuff. As you can see in this room,
Yeah.
this is not
Right?
a normal room. Kind of looks like a circus going on, maybe a cupcake factory with a bar.
Cupcake factory. Billy Wonka's factory.
Yeah, something like that. You know?
Well, definitely, thanks for having us over. Want
Yeah,
to
for
show
sure.
a bit of your crib. Guys, there is money in this industry, but there's a blueprint to success. And it's a lot about who you surround yourself with, exposure,
Right.
getting around the right people at the right time. The storm matters, but not as much as you think. I mean, I got involved in 1999 with Mike. The storm was a year over. Everybody said it was saturated. I didn't know any better, so I go out and find that one house on the hill.
Right.
And through camaraderie, motivation, teamwork, Mike somehow got a team of us together to go attack what was left, and we made it happen. And that's what it's really about, is making this industry fun. the training, all that kind of stuff, and making it work. And it's really about who you're around.
Training is extremely important, and the person that's introducing you into the business, taking you by the hand and showing you in the field one-on-one, and that's the way I'd like to do it.
If you don't like that guy, use my virtual training. I'll take you. I'll be there for 24/7 for you, right in your pocket.
Yeah, well, that's right. That's what you're
Well, you
doing.
watch me your smartphone or the 360 goggles
I know, that's incredible too.
in your pocket. But if you're around it, but I'll tell you what, if you're trained in by a knucklehead, you might still become a knucklehead in the industry.
All you people out there, all you guys that want to be successful, call me and I'll show you how to do it.
Or hit us up at 33057 Storm and learn from me, because he taught me and I got it all in virtual. He's going to teach you human to human. I'll teach you the virtual.
You go through the circuit first and then he passes them off to me.
There you go.
Do that.
All right, guys. Thanks for having us.
You bet.
We'll go see
Glad you came.
Steve Badger here at Nick and Sam's. Booyah, baby. See you soon.
Booyah!